Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about the new proposal by the FMCSA to institute speed limiters on trucks over 26,000 pounds, but they're planning on doing this during the trucking industry recession we're experiencing today. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you've provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming, and let's discuss this new mandate that, by the way, is moving forward for speed limiters on basically all CMVs over a GVW of over 26,000 pounds. But like I said, the question is this smart or foolish to implement such rulemaking during a trucking industry recession that's being experienced now by basically every trucking company, every trucker in the United States. Basically, the FMCSA issued a notice at the end of April stating that this is something that they're planning to move forward with. Notice of intent was published on April 27th of this year, 2022. And this actually goes back to well over a decade. And we actually covered this in an earlier video. I'll leave a little card here in the corner. Definitely take a look at that for some more detail. But ultimately, this is a rulemaking that's been, in the process of making, or in the making for a very long time. Going back to September 7th of 2016, the NHTSA as well as the FMCSA, they proposed such a rulemaking to force bigger trucks to have speed limiters aboard, and ultimately what it comes down to is any CMV over 26,000 pounds that's equipped with an ECU, which is pretty much every truck from it goes back, depends, OBD1, OBD2, what are we talking about here? But probably 99 forward and even trucks prior to that, they would have to have these speed limiters aboard. Now, this is going back to what we discussed in previous videos, talking about the Cullum Owings Large Truck Safe Operating Speed Act, which was put into effect going back years and years and well over a decade, trying to set speed limiters on trucks after the unfortunate passing of a young man in an accident with a semi-truck. Now, a speed limiter ruling has been under consideration since then, and the ATA and the Road Safe America are absolutely for it. They're gung-ho, they're supporting this plan, and they submitted the documentation to the FMCSA and to the Secretary of the Department of Transportation. And as you might imagine, OOIDA or OOIDA are totally against it. Now, part two of this is this smart to do? Because this is happening and being proposed on going into effect during what's called the trucking industry recession of 2022, if you want to put it that way. And currently Bank of America is, screaming on top of their lungs saying, hey, we're looking at some bad stuff in the trucking industry. They have a department that basically does trucking research, and shippers' outlook on rates, capacity, and inventory levels are what they're saying. These levels are matching attitudes not seen since May and June of 2020, when pandemic lockdowns, basically sent freight rates and volumes into historic declines. We all experienced that if we were in the business during that time. And we also talked about some of the indicators that you can watch out for in the industry to get a grasp on where things are moving. And one of those, and we covered that in a previous video, I'll leave a card here, but it was the tender rejection rate, which is a big indicator, especially in the contract market. Well, put it simply, year over year, about this time of year, rejection was over 25%, the rejection rate, and the tender rejection rate now is under 10%. So things are, and I'll leave a little graphic so you can get an idea from a visual aspect of where we were and where we are now a year later, plus now we have extremely expensive diesel. So guys, would love to hear your take on this. What does your business look like if your truck suddenly have to have speed limiters installed on every single unit. I mean, what are we talking about here? Please weigh in the comment section below. Would love to hear from you. Take a look at the video cards that I've left throughout this video. Those will touch on the previous topics that I had mentioned. For now, I'm going to switch over to camera. We're going to look over the loads that we book for our customers. Please smash that like button for us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads. Some actually rate improvements, I would say. Some really good averages. Guys, we're going to start off with a Reefer coming out of Troy, Alabama to New Orleans, Louisiana. It's a 39,500 pound load of FAK, 308 miles booked at $1,500, got them $487 a mile. Then Gulfport, Mississippi, going to Houston, Texas, 43,000 pound load of pineapples, 403 miles booked at $1,350, got them $335 per mile. Then LaPorte, Texas to Thomasville, Georgia. It's a 20,000 pound load of frozen seafood, 724 miles booked at $2,600, got them $359 a mile. Then Arlington, Georgia to McCalla, Alabama. It's a 42,700 pound load of alkaline water, 1 gallon jugs, 229 miles booked at $1,050, got them $459 a mile. And finally, Ashland, Alabama to Salisbury, North Carolina. It's a 38,000 pound load of fresh chicken, 386 miles booked at $2,600, got them $674 per mile. Well done. These guys did great. This is actually a solo reefer. They only ran for 6 days, going from Monday to Sunday, and in 6 days they were able to gross $9,100 on 2,050 loaded miles at an average of $444 per loaded mile average. Excellent rates. Next, we got ourselves a dry van team. These guys start out in Bedford, Texas, going to Roanoke, Indiana. It's a 42,000 pound load of FAK, 1,002 miles booked at $2,900, got them $289 a mile. Then Kalamazoo, Michigan to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's a 43,000 pound load of paper rolls, 773 miles booked at $2,000, got them $259 a mile. Then Vance, Alabama to Warren, Michigan. It's a 700 pound light load, again, freight of all kinds, FAK, 776 miles booked at $1,900, got them $245 a mile, super light load, less than 1,000 pounds. Then Romeo, Michigan to Hopkinsville, Kentucky, another light load at 10,000 pounds of auto parts, 567 miles, booked at $1,600, got them $282 a mile. Then Evansville, Indiana, going to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a 42,500 pound load of FAK, 558 miles booked at $2,000, got them $358 a mile. Then Salem, South Carolina to Glen Willow, Ohio, 43,000 pound load of water, basically cases of water, 609 miles booked at $2,000, got them $328 a mile. And they finished off with Crestline, Ohio, going to Boiling Springs, South Carolina at 43,000 pound load of flat glass, 555 miles booked at $1,700, got them $306 a mile. This is again a dry van team. They ran for a week, Tuesday to Tuesday, grossed $14,100 in gross per week, running at $291 per loaded mile, running their 4,840 loaded miles. Excellent job, guys. So, very good to see teams back up and running. Very well done. Next, we got a Reefer coming out of Summit, Illinois, going to Fairmont, Minnesota. It's a 44,500 pound load of water chestnuts running at 0 degrees on a Reefer, 464 miles booked at $1,570, got them $338 a mile. Then Fairmont, Minnesota, 0 deadhead, doing a 1 pick, 2 dropper to Monrovia, Maryland, and Monroe Township, New Jersey. It's a 35,000 pound load of food running -10 on a Reefer, 1,309 loaded miles, booked at $4,500, got them $344 a mile. Then Gloucester City, New Jersey to Jessup, Maryland, 38,000 pound load of produce at 45 degrees, 112 miles, booked at $1,200, got them $10.71 per mile. Then Laurel, Maryland to Chelmsford, Massachusetts, 40,000 pound load of frozen food at -10 on a Reefer, 423 miles booked at $2,100, got them $496 per mile. Then Northampton, Massachusetts to Denver, Pennsylvania. It's a 44,000 pound load of Coke products. It's a Reefer load with a Protect for Freeze temperature, 306 miles booked at $1,000, got them $327 a mile. This is a solo Reefer running Monday to Monday, grossed $10,370 during the week, running 2,614 loaded miles at an average of $397 per loaded mile average. Very well done. Next, we got ourselves a dry van coming out of Blannox, Pennsylvania, going to Fargo, North Dakota. It's a 40,000 pound load of liquor product. 1,106 miles booked at 28.50. Got them 258 a mile. Then right out of Fargo, North Dakota, coming out to St. George, Utah. It's a 39,000 pound load of granulated sugar on pallets. 1,389 miles booked at $4,440. Getting them $320 per mile. Then Las Vegas, Nevada, going to Flagstaff, Arizona. A bit of deadhead there, but worth it because a 44,000 palletized load of bottled beverages, 253 miles was booked at $1,000. Got them $395 a mile. Then right out of Flagstaff, no deadhead, to Pruitt, New Mexico. It's a 45,000 pound load of paper and cardboard. This is a clean load, clean paper and cardboard. 227 miles, booked at again $1,000. Got them $441 a mile. And it finished off with Bledsoe, Texas to Plainfield, Texas. It's a 44,000 pound load of organic running split peanuts, which were palletized at 101 miles. Booked this one at $900. Got them $8.91 per mile. Again, this is a solo dry van running for a week, Wednesday to Wednesday. Grossed $10,190 for the week. Ran 3,076 loaded miles at an average of 331 per loaded mile average. Then we have a Reefer coming out of Jamesburg, New Jersey, going to Allentown, Pennsylvania. 42,000 pound load of coconut cream. It's an 86 mile run. Booked at $1,000. Got them $11.63 a mile. Then out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, zero deadhead, going to Jamesburg, New Jersey. Going back, another 42,000 pound load of coconut cream, another $86. Got them $12.50 on that one. That's $14.53 a mile. Then Elizabeth, New Jersey to Orlando, Florida. It's a 43,000 pound load of beer and wine at 1,060 miles, booked at $2,400. Gets them $2.26 a mile. And they finished off with Mount Dora, Florida to Gifford, New Hampshire. It's a 40,000 pound load of FAK, 1,356 miles, booked at $5,100. Got them $376 a mile. Excellent job. And these guys ran, again, a solo reefer Wednesday to Wednesday. A week on a road, grossed $9,750 in gross, running 2,588 loaded miles at an average of 377 per loaded mile average. Then we have a dry van coming out of Muskogee, Oklahoma, going to Aurora, Colorado. 29,600 pound load of fans, 734 miles, booked at $29.22, which got them $398 a mile. Then Sterling, Colorado, with a one pick, two dropper, going to Pueblo, Colorado, and a final in Roswell, New Mexico. 42,000 pound load of dry goods, 631 miles, booked at $1,700. Got them $269 a mile. And they finished off with Muleshoe, Texas, going to Hood River, Oregon. It's a 42,000 pound load of baking powder, baking flour, 1,548 miles, booked at $4,300. Got them $278 a mile, and they averaged that very well, running Monday to Monday. Grossed $8,922 in gross for the week. Ran 2,913 loaded miles at an average of 306 per loaded mile average. And I believe the last one for the day is going to be a Reefer coming out of Granite City, Illinois, going to McCook, Illinois. Real close run, 41,000 pounds of FAK, 280 miles, booked at $1,000. Got them $357 a mile. Then Bolingbrook, Illinois to Terrell, Texas, 19,700 pound load of food products, 912 miles, booked at $3,000. Got them $329 a mile. And then they did a one pick, three dropper out of Dallas, Texas, with drops in Jacksonville, Florida, Lakeland, Florida, and a final in Deerfield, Florida, Deerfield Beach, Florida. One pick, three dropper, 41,400 pound load of some sort of miscellaneous products. I'm not sure. Nevertheless, 1,390 miles, booked at $4,700. Got them $338 a mile. They finished off the week running 7 days, Friday to Friday. Grossed $8,700 in their solo reefer. Ran 2,582 loaded miles at an average of 337 per loaded mile average. And you can as well. As you can see, things are looking a little better. The guys running the shorter miles are generally faring a little bit better, although I will say that there are some runs here that are longer and they made pretty decent money on those. Everyone seems to be doing quite well, and you can as well. And you know, this is really important to get through these difficult times in the market today, because it really looks like things are going to continue declining. So for those of you who are leased on owner operators, you want to make sure that you're not overpaying and you're also getting the gross dollar amounts, the type of receipts that we're seeing here, so that you're saving money and making the most possible. Similarly, for carriers, if you're operating under your own MC authority, we do work with customers such as yourself. Some of these guys are carriers operating under their own MCs. We work with dispatch customers all the time. The main thing is to get in touch with us to get more information, get your questions answered. We're here for you guys. You can reach us by you can call or text at 801-448-6363. You can visit us on our website at aftdispatch.com/go. Select whether you're a carrier or a leased on owner operator. All the information is right there. Fill out your information. You'll receive it in email as well. We'll give you a call. We'll have a good chat, and we'll see if this is a good fit for you as well as us. So definitely appreciate your time, guys. Until next week, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care.